Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Dewi Rosiani, a student of Public Administration, Universitas Nasional. I want to give a little information about COVID-19 and how we live in the midst of a pandemic like this. Coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. The first known case was identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019. The disease has spread worldwide, causing an ongoing pandemic. Symptoms of COVID-19 vary, but often include fever, coughs, headaches, fatigue, difficult breathing, and loss of smell and taste. Symptoms may begin when the 14 days after exposure to the virus. Wuhan named Dr. Zheng Ziqian was named as the first person to report the new form of the coronavirus for COVID-19 to the local government. Entirely the 54-year-old doctor saw the patient consisting of a retired couple and the son, all the three suffered from mysterious phenomena. On December 27, Dr. Zhang Ziqian then gave a warning alarm to the disease control agency in his district. In a recent interview, Dr. Zhang Ziqian recently discovering the highly contagious nature of the unknown disease nearly a month before Wuhan imposed a strict lockdown. There were two patients in the first case COVID-19 in the country, namely a 31-year-old woman named Sita Tesutami, patient first, and her 64-year-old mother, Maria Darmaningsih, patient second. The two patients are residents of Depok, West Java. The announcement of the first COVID-19 case was made by Jokowi at the Presidential Place, Jakarta. According to the real-time data for the GSET Global Initiative on Sharing All Information data by Johns Hopkins, at least 69 countries continue the struggle against the threat of the coronavirus. Of the 69 countries per day, Monday, March 2, 2020, the name of Indonesia is included on the country affected by the coronavirus. President Joko Widodo announced that the Wuhan coronavirus had infected two Indonesian citizens, to be precise, in the city of Depok, West Java. The two people are a 64-year-old mother and her 34-year-old daughter who had visited with a Japanese citizen who tested positive for COVID-19. The Japanese citizen was only detected with COVID-19 in Malaysia after leaving Indonesia. The COVID-19 case in Indonesia began with a dance party at the Paloma and Amigos Club, Jakarta. The participants of the event were not only Indonesian citizens but also multinationals, including Japanese citizens living in Malaysia. The following is the chronology of the coronavirus that emerged in Depok, West Java, Indonesia. The community has an important role in breaking the chain of transmission of COVID-19 so as not to cause new sources of transmission in places where people move, interacts between people, and gather many people. The role of the community and being able to break the chain of transmission of COVID-19 for the rest of contracting and transmitting it must be done by implementing health protocol. The COVID-19 pandemic has not yet been said to be over, but life must go on. Do we want to continue living with restrictions constantly, self-isolating at home? Of course, the answer is no. Of course, we want to return to work, study, and worship, as well as socialize or engage in activities so that we can be productive in this pandemic era. If this is not done sooner or later, it will have an impact on various sectors, be it social, cultural, economic. Growth will experience a slowdown, or people will lose their income. For the reason, the community must begin to adapt to new living habits. Or what is now is the new normal life, as said by the head of the expert team for the acceleration of handling COVID-19. Mr. Rike This transmitter. New normal is a change in behavior to continue to carry out normal activities by adding health protocol to prevent transmission of COVID-19. With the enhancement of the new normal, we are starting to carry out activities outside the home while still complying with the health protocol that have been regulated by the government, namely wearing masks when leaving the house, frequently washing hands with soap, and maintaining distance and avoiding crowds of people to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Since the outbreak of COVID-19, in order to avoid transmission, most activities have been carried out online, such as meeting activities that have been held together in a room using the Zoom application, as well as teaching and learning activities. With the implementation of the new normal, like it or not, students will return to school, of course, with health on safety protocol that guarantee them from transmitting the virus. So like it or not, we have to get used to living in this way. That's my video this time. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it can be useful, and hopefully we are always in good and healthy. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.